Hello and welcome back to the Pride Pod here on Loud and Proud Orlando. As we're going to do a little bit of fun today, we're going to talk all about the Orlando Pride logo, and we're going to also look at all the other NWSL logos and do a bit of ranking and give them all, different tiers. We could say we like this one and we don't like that one. There's not been a lot of news really going on the last week. We do have one piece of news that we will start the show out with. But before we do that, I want to bring in Luis. Luis, how are you? How you feeling? Are you feeling Orlando Pridey today?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited that we're gonna be starting a new season very soon. Obviously, some departures of somebody that I really, I hope she would just be able to stay in the club. But definitely by following the USL Super League, I know that she's gonna do amazing. But we have these topics today. We're going to be talking about Mack Crone, loan to Fort Lauderdale. The preseason rolls on for the Pride, Orlando Pride logo. Will we like it or dislike it? We'll talk about that. And we're going to be doing a tier list of the NWSL logos, John. So, it's going to be a good episode.
Yes, indeed. When we signed a goalkeeper in Cara Martin, we all well, now we have 4 goalkeepers. So what's going to happen there? And I didn't want to say it at the time because I didn't want to manifest it, but I thought it would make sense that Mack Crone would be the one that they would probably move on. I'm glad they haven't permanently moved on from her, but I think this loan move to Fort Lauderdale could be really exciting for her. Of course, she's a local player. Someone that we get excited about that here. I always get excited about the Orlando players, but also does look like she can be a pretty good goalkeeper in the future. But wasn't really given many opportunities last year. It's hard as a rostered goalkeeper, but I think there's not enough games, especially this year. We're not in the CCC, so there's even less games. So it just makes sense to find her somewhere where she can actually develop and get better and see some real minutes. So I think this is a great move. It's interstate. It's just nice and easy for her. Fort Lauderdale's not even that far. So I think it's something that she can, come back here and see friends and family, etc. So it just makes sense. So I think this is a good move. Sad that Mack's not going to be around this season, but I want her development to continue, and I want her to become, a full professional goalkeeper who's playing week in, week out, and she just hasn't seen that many minutes professionally yet. So this makes a lot of sense to me, Luis. What do you think on Mack? Were you sad when you saw this news?
Yeah, look, I'm a little sad. I thought she was gonna hopefully stay within the club, but again, I think it's a good move for McKinley Crone. I think she's still 23, so she's super young. Goalkeepers tend to withstand the test of time, She was loaned out with an Orlando Pride to Fort Lauderdale United FC at the Gamebridge Super League for the remainder of the 2025-26 season. Now, her story is super important. She was a non-roster invitee, and I remember she had a great college career with Alabama.
She was the trading keeper at one point, right?
Yeah, and she came as a non-roster invitee, and it's work ethic, put in the work, and hard work pays off. She's the example of that, 100%. And phenomenal human being. Obviously, he's going to be missed in the locker room 100%. But look, she's going into a team in which they desperately needed to revamp their defense. Fort Lauderdale FC needed a new goalkeeper, a keeper of good caliber with a lot of potential, and she's a keeper that has a lot of upside, and she needs a lot of playing time, and she's going to get that with Fort Lauderdale FC. So it's a move that kind of works for Orlando Pride, works for her as well on a personal level. And like you said, John, she stayed within the state of Florida. And just FYI, I saw 3 players. We covered the Tampa Bay Sun also. When last season, when Tampa Bay played against Fort Lauderdale FC, I saw 3 players of the Pride going to see Fort Lauderdale FC. I didn't see Mack Crone, but I did see, somebody that's already in Denver. Ali Watt was there. I know Sarah Shiboshi went there as well. And I saw Julie Doyle. They all 3 went to see Fort Lauderdale FC. Apparently, they have a lot of friends there. So I'm sure they'll be able to tell McKinley Crone or Mack Crone, hey, you're going to a good environment, a good team, And this is a team that's going to compete. I know that a lot of the Florida teams in the USL Super League are very stacked. I know Tampa Bay is a market that, just being in the Afro corridor, but right now they're doing really bad, like from being the champions to being one of the worst defenses in the league. But then obviously Fort Lauderdale and Sporting Jacks are the other 2 from Florida, and they're really Fort Lauderdale has a lot of upside. So we'll see what happens. I think this is going to be great for her, and it's a good move for Orlando Pride 100%.
The other keepers down there are Bella Hara, who is the Guam national goalkeeper, which is a crazy thing that I didn't know. And the other one is out of Stanford, Haley Craig. It seems like Hara's been the one in net, but I don't think they're loaning Mac just to, she's not going down there to be on the bench, right? She's not.
Right.
That makes no sense for us for that to happen. So you got to assume that she's going to get minutes. She's got, half a season here. So exciting. I think it's great. I think it's going to be thrown right in, right? Because, of course, their season is on a different schedule to ours. So they're right in the middle of their season. So no preseason for Mac. We're going to probably see her soon in some games in Fort Lauderdale. It should be exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna contact her. I'm gonna see her probably when they play Tampa. It's gonna be fun to see her 100%. Also, Cosette Morche, I think that's another goalkeeper. Yep. She played the USL Super League.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a little.
Morche, Martin, and Morehouse.
It's less. It's less competitive, obviously, because it's a brand new league. But it's gonna get there. I mean, she's gonna get the minutes, and I think that's all she wants. I mean, she is a workhorse, so she's definitely gonna excel at that team. I have no doubt. We have some comments here. Thank you so much for your support. Shinta says, KC just announced Teal Rising Academy in Brazil. Interesting. There you go. There you go. Fort Lauderdale just played Lexington. Was fun watching Crone versus Assman. Personally, I would like to bring Assman back. There you go. Hannah Hampton and Millie Bright are fighting. Time to steal Hampton from Chelsea and send Morehouse home. We basically swap Crone for Morche. There you go. Yep. 100%. Fort Lauderdale ownership is a mess, unfortunately, says Shinta. Yeah. I mean, it happens. I mean, they're the rivals of the Sun. They're like one of the biggest rivals. So they go at it. It's kind of like our Inter Miami for Orlando City. So, but yeah, we're gonna be talking about
rolls on, Luis. Not much going on. We know everybody's in camp. We heard that reports that Barbara Banda is back in camp and will be training soon. Of course, she wasn't here last week, but
great.
We expect to see pictures of her back training amongst the girls very soon. So not a lot to report really on. We're in early preseason. They're just getting fitness in. Haven't really played any games yet, as far as I know, unless they're doing it really, really secretively. So yeah, just early preseason for the Pride.
Yeah, 100%. Can't wait to see them. I love to see the smiles. I love the new training kits. It's pretty sweet. And again, we are going to be seeing a very similar Orlando Pride of last year. Hopefully, with some of the added pieces, more find some time to gel, kind of like Ovalle, and I just can't wait to see Barbara Banda back on the pitch, man. I can't wait to see how far she's gonna go. Hopefully, she goes back to. She changed her number. She's no longer 22.
Yeah,
she's now 11. So. The sending Crone off opens up one more spot on the roster, says Shinta.
I mean, we could see more loans out to NWSL, to the Super League. Like we've seen it a lot before.
Yeah, 100%.
Again, we don't know if Carducci has signed all of these. We've signed quite a few young players, not directly from college, but players that are coming out of the college system. Are all of them going to be here, or maybe one or two? Might maybe we'll see a loan for the likes of somebody like Viv, maybe maybe not. We'll have to see, but I think there are players on the roster we could still loan out in order to create more space, and I think this one was always going to happen because you got 4 goalkeepers, like we said, so there was no way they were going to roll with that.
And you're seeing more movement between NWSL and USL Super League now than ever before, compared to the men. That now you don't see any movement between USL and MLS any longer. It's different with the NWSL. Like Tasha Flynn, for example, she was the top striker for the Tampa Bay Sun. She just went to Denver Summit, so she's going to be playing with Ali Watt. So I mean, you're seeing all these movements happening, between two leagues, and I think that's great for the sport. I think it's fantastic. It gives other athletes a place to go. If at the NWSL it's not going to work out, if they're still kind of green, they can go to the USL Super League and go and have some minutes. And then also somebody that's killing it at the USL, they want to have more competitiveness and they can go to the NWSL and excel over there. You know what I mean? Shinta says Banda letting Watt keep number 11 when she was incoming just shows how good of a person she is. 100%. Yeah, I mean,
how are we gonna feel when they can't play? I'm 22 by Taylor Swift every time she scores a goal though. Like this is gonna. We need some 11 songs to play.
What song would it be?
It would be Spinal Tap. Turn it up to 11 every
oh yeah,
right. Yes, I do enjoy that though. Maybe they'll still play it anyway, even when she scores and she's 11. They'll just play it twice. And then
yeah,
22. All right, let's move on to our main topic of the evening. I actually found the article way back when they announced the Orlando Pride logo. We just want to kind of talk about the logo, our thoughts and feelings. I don't know if things are going to change with the Orlando Pride branding, but I have a feeling like something is going to happen down the line. And I think it's a good, interesting conversation. Something that in the off season we can kind of look at some big picture stuff, and this is one that I think is controversial. I think it's a love it or hate it situation, Luis. So, what are your kind of thoughts on the Orlando Pride logo? I don't know we've ever really talked about this. I don't think I know your thoughts.
Well, it is a controversial topic because the current logo, it's a depiction of the fountain from Lake Eola in downtown Orlando, the Linton E. Allen Memorial. And again, Orlando, we really don't. Aside of that, a big empty building in the middle of I-4, we don't have really a lot of things to be, super proudful about. But the Linton Memorial, it's very important for the city. And again, it is the whole point of the Orlando Pride. The way I saw it was, you know, it's the pride of the Lions, right? So it's a pride, right? Now it's also the pride of living in Orlando, right? So you have pride in Orlando. But also, again, you could take it in any context you want. And I think you have to have the liberty of figuring it out yourself. Like if you feel like this is like speaks to you because of your a lot of people are saying, oh, it's because the LGBTQ communities and things like that. It could be that too. You know what I mean? And again, there's nothing wrong with that either. And so I don't see anything wrong with that at all whatsoever. If anything, we need to live in a society that we understand each other and not divide each other, right? And so, but the name Pride came with the sense of pride of your city, pride of the city beautiful, pride on living in Orlando, pride because we're a group of lions trying to get fed, so that's, I felt like, how it meant. Now the fountain, even though it's a really big sentiment, I feel like, I mean, again, I think we came a little late to the party because, in my opinion, it made sense to have like some sort of lion there, or like some sort of reference to lion. But now, you had oil rain at some point, and you also had now Utah. I'm like, why do you have a freaking, you know what I mean? Like,
We got like a
no
cougar
lion.
on there, or like a mountain lion or something. I don't know what
Yeah,
that
like
is.
a bobcat or something, right? So I don't know.
Yeah,
Personally, I don't hate the logo. I just think that maybe a rebranding, it's always necessary. Like a lot of major brands rebrand and go back into the drawing board when obviously it's a marketing strategy as well. You know what I mean? You want to market to more people to see your product. And I think Orlando has a phenomenal opportunity to cater to more people. So I don't know. I'm a little I'm I'm a little kind of I'm okay with the change, but I'm also okay if this logo stays. You know what I mean? If they don't make a lot of changes into the logo, I'll be fine with that. I mean,
yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know. What are your thoughts?
the main thing obviously is the fountain, and I think that
Yeah.
there's it's really hard to find like a symbol of the city of
Yeah.
Orlando, right? That so
No worries.
I don't necessarily not like the fountain. I don't think that's necessarily an issue. I think maybe the fact that it's like the main thing on there, like if it was maybe if we had like more of a the fountain wasn't so big, or we had like more lake. I feel like lakes is really big here in Orlando. Maybe there's something around that. I don't know. It's very difficult to create a logo anyway, right? It's not always easy. And I think that, like you said, with the easy thing to do would be go with the lion, lionesses, that kind of route. And then with it being an MLS franchise, they wanted to do that, but you couldn't really because there's rights to the MLS logo, and they basically wouldn't allow Orlando Pride to have connotations that tied into that. So maybe that has changed because this was a long time ago, and maybe now we could do something
Orlando
with
City women.
yeah, like with their Orlando City, or just Orlando City, Orlando Pride. Still, just keep the name. I don't really think you necessarily need to be Orlando City Women. I kind of like that it has its own identity, but we could be like, we could have an actual lioness on there, maybe instead of a fountain, or maybe change some of that symbolism, maybe just tweak the version of the logo we have. I don't know, but I feel like we don't have to stay with this forever if we don't want to. If people think there's changes, I asked AI what they thought about the logo. It gave
Oh,
it an
okay.
8.5 out of 10. So it says that it's timeless. So maybe we're just not seeing that. Um, the blue in it is called the Aola blue. I do really like that. and I think I would like to see maybe more of that, and maybe more of that blue color, and Orlando Pride kind of own that blue a little bit more as well as the purple. And AI kind of gave me some ideas about like how to improve it. Again, they talked about doing like the lion thing, doing a big cat kind of vibe, but also it said about using the Eola blue more and maybe changing the logo to incorporate more of that to kind of make it stand out a little bit more. Like the purple is there, but the blue and the purple together is a really nice combo. So yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what it could be, right? I don't necessarily want to change the name of the club just because I think that we build a lot of, reputation with that name in
Yeah, same here.
town, and you're really, you're starting again if you do that. And I think it should be its own thing. I don't think it's just the women's version of Orlando City, because that's just not how they do it here. If we're in the UK, if we're in France, it would make sense to do it. But here, the women's team is, like I said, it's its own entity. It's in its own league. It's not even in MLS. It's nothing to do with that. So in many ways, it should just have its own identity. So I don't really mind keeping the pride thing, but I'm not a big fan of the current version of the logo. Maybe there's a different version of this with the fountain that I would like, or maybe, like I said, completely changing it to have a different symbol on there. I don't know, but the Lionesses thing has been done a lot in women's soccer. Of course, you've got the England Lionesses, and you've got Michelle Kang made the London City Lionesses. Like, there's the Leon thing. Like, there's a lot of Lionesses going on already. So I don't know if we want to do more of that, if we want to have that as our thing. Maybe we need a whole new thing. I don't know, Luis. Like, maybe we shouldn't be a fountain or a
Maybe,
lion. Maybe it should
you
be something
know,
else.
like I asked AI also,
Oh yeah.
what would you think? And it gave me this. I'm gonna share it. Is that okay if I share it?
Yeah, did it spit out a logo at you? It was like, here.
So
This
um
the swan.
yeah, so it has a swan in there.
That's a terrible logo, AI. It's awful.
Come, come on, bro. Like,
I can't. This is so bad.
it's a
It's so much
swan,
worse.
bro.
Look, I gotta think. I think there are a lot of good things about our logo, but maybe it can be improved. Maybe it can be changed. And really, I just want to talk in general about branding, right, and how we are branded, and because I think there's a lot of conversations around it with Pride fans, and how do we get more people in the stadium? How do we make it more of a thing? How do we spread the word about Orlando Pride? How do we do it differently from what we've been doing? And maybe one of the routes is to go down the kind of rebrand, changing, and leaning into something different now that we've had more time as a club and we know more about who we are. You got some comments?
I have Shinta says a lion eating a swan would be a good logo.
That's pretty cool.
It says a lioness kicking a ball in the middle of the crest. There you go. It says keep name, change logo. Sporty Mouse. Sporty Mouse, what would you suggest?
Yeah.
I like the name as well.
My thing is, what do you put on the logo if it's not the fountain? Because I'm really struggling to come
You
up with
know, if
ideas.
I mean, you could put oranges, but then
I
again,
did like the orange thing, but then it's really, then your whole logo should be orange, and you
and then
should
they're
be
gonna say
playing in
squeeze
orange.
me.
And yeah, I did think that was cool for that vibe, and maybe that's like a third kit thing, that we always have an orange kit around, like a citrus kit.
Yeah.
Like maybe we could do a lemon one. That could be cool. I don't know. It's really
I mean, the
difficult.
swan. You don't like the swan, man? Yeah.
I think the swan is just not enough for me personally. I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, me
I think
too.
swans are just not representative of Orlando. Just because we have some in the lake, that's just not
Surf
enough for me. I'd rather have the fountain than the swan, you know.
a surfing lion says
A
40
surfing
man.
lion is really cool. Like, I think a manatee would be really cool. I'd love to have the manatee on there just for
Yeah,
fun.
that'd be sweet. I mean, if
I
think
just think there's not many Florida things, like animals or things or places, that aren't done already. That's the struggle.
I mean a Florida native, a Central Florida native animal.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
Maybe
mean,
the Florida Panther on there, but then we already have, you guys like
yeah.
the Panthers or thing. So it's like we could put it on there and still calls ourselves the Orlando Pride, and then people like, what animal is that? Be like, it's a Florida Panther, but
So I have
they run
some.
as individuals. So
I mean, I have some animals. If you guys wanna,
okay, throw some
I
animals at
I
us.
have, for example, the bobcat. I think everybody knows the
The
bobcat.
Bobcat.
The Florida black bear. You know,
I don't think
the
anybody has got a black bear in Florida on their logo.
a
Pride of
white
Bears,
tail,
a Bears and a Pride. Is that a thing? I don't think so.
the pink bride. This is shit.
The Pink Pride. Oh no.
Uh, I mean, it could be a white-tailed deer, a nine-banded armadillo, which is from Central Florida.
I saw an armadillo the other day. Those things are weird.
Yeah, there you go. But
All
I
right,
think
it's time to
I
rank it, Luis. We're gonna start with the Orlando Pride logo. We've been talking about it. Do you put it in I like it or meh or ew or what's your feelings?
um okay, so rebrand now.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think we're in desperate need of a
Oh, the
rebrand.
Orlando Pride.
No.
We first.
Yeah, we're first. Well, we're
I
hot on the
like it.
heels.
I like the logo of the Orlando Pride. I
Yeah,
like it.
I would say I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think they nailed it. I think there's more maybe to be strived for. But I like
Portland
it.
Thorns.
The
I think
Thorns,
it nails it, and I love their kids. I love their kids,
it's pretty
and
simple.
yeah, and the rose crown, all of that is
Yeah,
beautiful.
and they've got the stars above, which always
Yeah,
that makes it look nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean it's a classy rose. I just feel like it's got a lot of I don't know. I like it. I think it's a good logo. I think it does everything you want. I have no notes on the Portland Thorns logo.
North Carolina Courage. I will put it on meh.
Meh. What is that animal? I gotta
It's
Google that. Is that the panther?
I mean,
Is that a bobcat? What do they got? What are they? You like it? Shinta likes
no,
it.
no.
I don't really like this weird red banner thing that comes down across the top of it, like in
Oh
a
my
weird,
god, are
like
you serious?
in a strange direction.
You know
It's a
what that is?
lion.
It's a
It's
lioness, John.
no. See, I
Yes.
knew there was already too many
No,
lions in
it's
this
like
league. I
unbelievable.
mean, Courage the lion. I guess.
It says the North Carolina Courage animal symbol is a lioness featured on their crest as a nod of the original Carolina Courage team, representing strength and the rich history of professional women's soccer in the state, with their official mascot being Rory the lioness, a
I didn't
beloved
know that.
figure who connects with fans and participate in community events. So
There's
there,
probably so many mascots who are lions named Rory.
yeah,
It's got to be. It's no Kingston.
yeah, meh,
I think it's meh. I'm not huge on it. I
yeah.
don't like the color combo and the like two-tone lion thing. All right, Luis. The one that I have the biggest issue with the name of is the New Jersey, New York Gotham team from so many levels. But what about their logo? What do you think on that? Are you a fan of the Gotham logo? Are you not? Do
I
you think
like
it's
it.
good? You
I
like
mean,
it?
I like it. I mean, I think it's straight to the point. New York, Statue of Liberty, boom.
I just don't like they call themselves New Jersey, New York. I guess it just annoys me. Just like pick a
They should
state.
just,
I
they should,
understand they want to appeal to both states, but it's just annoying.
I just don't understand why, again, I'll be honest with you, and I think it's because of copyright situations, but if you're going to call the team Gotham, you got to have a bat, or it has to be, when you hear Gotham, you think of Batman, dude. Like, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't think of New Jersey.
I had to look up to see what is the history of the word Gotham and New York that doesn't have anything to do with Batman. And of course, there is stuff. There's like the neighborhoods, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of their name. I think the logo is fine. I didn't until now notice that there's a J and a Y in there. They did that really sneaky thing. Do you see that? That you can see both an NY or an
Yeah,
NJ.
yeah,
That just
it's so
annoys me even
stupid.
more. I gotta say, it's okay. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not blown away by it. It's simple. I'll give them that. I like the clean look. It's not like overly complex. They haven't got like a bunch of lines where they don't need them. So that's good.
All
I still
right.
like the Orlando Pride one more. What about Washington Spirit?
I mean, do you think it's May?
I don't. It's got so much going on.
It has
You
like a
know, like
soccer ball, and I think it's May.
there's just a lot. I think it's
Yeah,
probably better than the North Carolina Courage one. No, actually, no,
yeah,
I don't. I disagree with that. I'm changing my
yeah.
mind
It's May.
immediately. There's so many stars. There's so many stripes. The word Washington is tiny. I feel like there's just like a soccer ball in a bunch of stripes. I don't. There's just a lot going on. It's just a very complicated logo for me. I'm not a big fan. I think it's meh. You got any other thoughts on the Washington Spirit logo?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little boring, you know.
Very shield.
Yeah, I think they should have done more of like a circular logo with a big W, kind of like a Captain American shield, you know. I would have, or if not, like the White House, like right behind it. You know what I mean? Like, but it's very like, okay, are those stars on the top? You won that many championships, like, you know, it's just a lot going on, like you said, John.
This is the wrong logo. I needed to update this because this is the Chicago. I did it for rain. I didn't realize this is the old Chicago Red Stars logo. I don't know what their new one looks like, but we'll judge their old Red Stars one. Maybe I can find it and add it in later. But this is not great, is it? I mean,
No, it's not.
I can see the
Rebrand
Chicago
now.
flag in there, but I think we'll put it here because they did rebrand again. Although haven't they rebranded like so many times now, the Chicago team? Like it's just endless rebrands, it seems like.
Plus, when I think of Red Stars, I think of like, I don't know, like Red Skull, like from freaking Captain America. You know what I mean? Like I think of Cobra Commander or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't. They should have called Chicago. I don't know, Chicago, something similar to Bulls. You know what I mean? The Cavs or something like that. You know.
I mean,
That's the new one.
this
I
is the
like
new
that one.
one, and they
I
still
like
got
that
a
one.
big red star on there. Like you're no longer the Red Stars, and there's still a red
Well,
star on
because
there.
their state flag has a star.
I get that, but like if I'm moving away from red stars, I think I'm gonna take the big red star off my logo. No? Are we not? Did nobody think about this in Chicago? I don't know. I've just they're not a franchise that I got a lot of time for, I gotta say. I think they should I'm not gonna put rebrand now because imagine this is the right one. I think it's just ooh. I'm not a fan. All right, Luis. Casey Current. What do you think about this one?
Well, I mean, I like it. I mean, I like it because it represents the River. So
Yeah.
it's to the point. It's simple. I like the. It also represents their state flag, and you know, it's a very minimalistic, simple logo. I don't know, what are your thoughts on it. I think it's like,
I think I probably like it more than ours, I'm gonna say. I do. I think this is cool. You can tell it's a
yeah,
river. The KC is really big. They put their 2 stars on there.
yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Is that their
It's
wins?
it's on the state flag, I believe.
Oh, I was gonna say that shouldn't be there. That should be on top. So that's the state flag. Okay. Um, I shouldn't just say take away those 2 stars, didn't earn it. They're just manifesting future wins with these stars on their logo, Luis.
Well, when it comes to the red there, it means the heart of America, because that's how they refer
The
to Kansas City.
Heartland. The
So the heart
KC
of America.
Heartland.
So that's why it's red.
I like it. I think it's good.
And
She just
I
says the
like the
old
teal.
KC
I like the
team
teal
won twice.
uniforms.
That makes sense. Okay. It's a nod to the old team as well. What do you say, Luis?
I like their teal uniforms when they had the whole teal kit.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
You can't be mad that they own the color teal, right? Like we own purple. That's our color. I think with all these teams, if you own a color, it's always a good thing.
100%.
San Diego Wave, Luis. What do you think about their Wave logo?
Yeah, I mean it's nice. There's just, I feel like there's a lot of pink teams, you know what I mean? In California, they're kind of like pinkish, kind of. Their kits are just ugly, man. With like
I call it the child crayon kit.
Yeah, there was one that had like
people love those. I'm not a fan.
Paint splatter, you know what I mean?
They do a lot of color. It's a lot of color in San Diego. It's a lot of those blues and pinks.
Yeah. I'm gonna say meh.
Meh. Okay. I'm gonna put it at the end of I like it.
Okay.
In fact, I like the Gotham one less than this. No, I changed my mind. It's about there. I think it's cool, but it doesn't say, maybe I'm a stickler. I just think you should have your club name on your badge. So it just doesn't say Wave. Of course, there is a Wave, so they'll just say we don't need it. But I think it's cool. I think it does what it says, right? And it has the right colors, and it's very California, I think, in the way that it looks. So I like it. I think it's good.
Yeah.
All right. What about the other California team? The other pink team, Angel City. Any thoughts on their logo?
I mean, it's obviously the Angels, Los Angeles. I think it's a meh. I mean, I like it. I mean, I think it's, I don't know.
I don't like how the angel is like outside the logo.
Yeah.
Like the bounds of the shields. And that it's kind of like, I understand. I just don't really like that angel.
It looks like a bird getting shot. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna put it at the end of meh. I think honestly it's probably better than Washington Spirit. Is it better than the Carolina Courage? Probably. I don't love the angel. I think it's clean and simple, but I think the angel they chose to put on, I don't know. I just don't. It doesn't really speak to me.
Like that could have been Gotham with Batman. You know what I mean? With a bat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a great logo for Gotham, like a bat, going like this, right? But
everyone has different opinions on logos and brands and what they like and don't like. And like, I don't like when people put soccer balls on their logos. I think that's terrible. But other people want a soccer ball on their logo.
Yeah.
Houston Dash.
Boring. Ew.
Boring. Ew.
Yeah, it's just a big H, man. It's like, like, I know me, Houston.
I think these are like power lines or something, or like grid lines. I've looked at this before. They kind of have like a
hydrogen.
I don't know. It's something there. It's pretty ew. It's not. I think the shape of it is so weird. I mean, maybe that's everything's a crest or a circle, so that's boring, and they did something different. But I don't know. Like, what is it? A hexagon or something? It's like an octagon. It's a weird shape. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the Houston Dash logo, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Luis, any other thoughts on them?
No, I think Houston Dash is ew for me.
Yeah. I put it ahead of the Chicago logo. So there's that. Racing Louisville. So I heard someone call that, Alyssa on the pod called them purple, and I was like, no, they are not purple. We are purple. They're pink. They're like an off pink lavender color. What do you
Well,
think about the fleur de
if
lis? They got 4 fleur de lis.
yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, when you look at that, and you don't think of the fleur de lis, right? You think you're looking at a. I mean, if you don't know what a fleur de lis is,
Mm,
obviously,
yeah,
um, you're gonna think it's like a welcome to Louisville's Orthodox Church. You know what I mean?
it
Like,
does look like
you
something
know
you'd
what I
find
mean?
on the
It's just
side
like
of a ship or a church.
something
It's very
something coming up.
regal, extremely French.
Yeah, but once you know it's a fleur de lis, it's very minimalistic. I don't know about the football club, like, you know what I mean? Sorry, John, it's not an English club, so I mean,
I was
like
thinking
you.
about that. Like we're Orlando Pride SC, right? I'm pretty sure.
I guess. I mean, I think we're soccer club.
I think we better be. But there's a lot of FCs going around here.
Yeah, I know San Diego. They put football club. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. And then, I mean, I like it because it's minimalistic, and it just looks like, I mean, a hat for Racing Louisville will look really cool. Like the logo just grabs your attention, kind of like the Pride logo. It's perfect for hats. Like it's a circle
Yeah.
logo to
Yeah,
the
I can see
point.
that.
Yeah,
They do like a lot with the like Argyle print,
yeah,
and like a lot of pattern stuff.
yeah,
It's okay. I think it's meh. I think I probably like it more than the North Carolina
yeah. Probably more than
and the
North Carolina.
Spirit, but
Yeah,
I'm not blown away. This one just looks like a baseball logo to me,
a
Luis.
hundred percent.
I can't look past the B that looks extremely like Brooklyn baseball Bay. I know it's Bay FC, but I don't know. I don't love the logo here.
They could have called themselves something different. And plus, you're in the Bay Area.
I think Bay
Golden
FC is a pretty cool
like
name.
Golden Gate Bridge, like something with like they should have a golden kit, you know what I mean, in
I
my
think that
opinion.
is that the Golden Gate Bridge there next to the B? Is that what it's supposed to be? Am I reading into that too much? Is that a
Really?
bridge? I can't tell.
Maybe I just see a giant B.
I mean, it's a big B. It's a big B for Bay. They've got the Bay Football Club on there. I think it definitely looks like a baseball club to me, though. I don't know why. That's just what I see.
Julius says the angel is like it just hit a window.
That's what I mean. The angel is like
Yeah, it looks like
doing the full
I'm
arms
shooting a
back.
bird or something, like
I don't
the
know what
BB
was wrong
gun.
with an angel just doing the arms out, like not behind you. Um, the Bay FC logo.
Rebrand.
I think I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say it. I mean,
Yeah,
for a
it's
new
boring,
team,
man. It's
for a
like,
new team, it's pretty dull,
plus,
isn't
like,
it?
if
Pretty
like
boring, and it
plus,
looks
I mean, to be
old.
honest with you, like you think, like I look at a B, I'm like, I live in San Francisco, and I have a B. I'm like, oh, burrito, or like, you think about like,
Yeah, I mean, it has the words football club on there, so that's helping them. But I don't know.
yeah.
I don't love the letter the B, and I don't understand. I think it is supposed to be the bridge next to it, but I don't know. Okay, the other Lion team, the Utah Royals. We talked about them earlier, and I'm assuming that's a lioness on there, unless somebody tells me different.
What's
They've
what?
they've
I
got a
mean,
crown.
uh,
It's
I don't know
okay.
why. I don't know why Utah needs to have a lion.
I don't get that reference. Maybe it's just like the royalty thing, and because
Is it
they're like
because of
RSL, and
RSL?
I assume it's got something to do with that they're
Real?
tying it into that.
There's
Yeah,
nothing royal about Utah.
is it a mountain lion at least? Right, it's not a lion. It's a mountain lion, surely in Utah, up in
What's
the mountains here.
royal? Maybe the golden plates from Joseph Smith are the only royal thing you have there.
I don't know. The Utah Royals. Yeah, I don't know. I would. I guess they're going for the RSL thing.
The 12 living
It's the
apostles.
only reason I can imagine where they're going with this. But for the logo,
I mean, it's a cool logo.
it's okay. I like the color scheme. I
Yeah.
don't like the ears of the mountain lion. Those are really creeping me out the more I look at them. They look
Looks
like
like kind of
hooks.
Nala, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I'm mad. I don't really like the way the crown sticks out the top of it.
I mean, what would you think? I mean, what's a better lion, their lion or the NC Courage lion?
They're both bad. They're
Yeah.
both terrible lions. Give me a real lion, please.
Yeah.
I think it's better than the NC Courage logo.
Yeah.
Better than Racing Louisville, or
No, I like Racing Louisville better.
okay. Well, I think we should do this. I'm not a fan of this angel. We're gonna push that down. Okay, we got 3 teams left. Ignore the last OL Reign logo. I had to. That's not a thing, as we know. The 2 new teams, Boston Legacy, Louise. They've gone for the Swan. What do you think?
Well, they went for the Swan because they have the Swan boats, you know what I mean, in Boston.
Yeah.
And obviously the green is for the Celtics, obviously. I mean, whether you want to say
colors.
So I personally, because I'm a Lakers fan, I don't like the logo. There you go, I said it.
But you just because you're a Lakers boy.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty clean though.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
It doesn't have FC on there, so that's not.
Is it a soccer?
It doesn't have anything, I don't think.
It's Boston FC, right? Yeah, it's Boston Legacy FC. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no like soccer ball. There's no SC. There's no FC.
Yeah, it's pretty minimalistic.
I like the swan. I think it's like a mean looking swan. I think they did a good job on that.
Yeah.
And it stands out in the black background. The color combos are good. I don't think it's that bad. Yeah. From where they started, this is a lot better than what happened with, what was it, Boss Nation? From Boss Nation to this is a big upgrade, let's be honest. I like it. I think I like it. I'm gonna put it up here. Here or here? Behind San Diego? In front of San Diego?
You can put it behind San Diego, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good. But yeah, way better than Boss Nation. At least they figured that one out quickly and didn't keep going down that road. I don't know. Legacy is cool, I guess, as a name. I don't mind that. Yeah, I just think the swan thing. I asked some Bostonians like, "What's up with the swan?" And none of them could really. They just said they have them in the river. I mean, I guess Orlando people, like, we have them in the lake, right?
So we have swans too in our lake. We have also
there's swans everywhere, people. I got news for you.
Yeah, we have lions.
Lions and swans here. That's the whole league is just lions and swans. All right. The mountains are next, Luis. Denver Summit.
Denver Summit. I like it. I like the logo. I think to me they nail it.
Yeah.
Because it, like, number one, I mean, a colloquial term for summit will be peaks. So it should be the Denver Peaks.
I think that's a PR nightmare, Luis, for a women's team.
But,
I don't think those things go down that road.
Let me show you peaks. But I think summit is a perfect word. And I would have loved to see more SC on there, soccer club. I don't know what's the whole, why is every single team wants to have like FC on there? But
I don't get
I like it. I think they nailed it. I think they got the right idea. It makes sense.
Especially
when you think of Denver, you think of the mountains.
You know, you already have a football club in Denver.
Yeah.
I think they nailed it. I really like the logo.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
I think it might even be better than the Portland Thorns logo, honestly.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think they have the best logo in the league. I'm gonna say it right now. I think it's great. I think you got beautiful sunrise over a mountain. The mountains like look really cool. I just think it looks like a cool looking logo, and I love their colors. Like that dark green is very like Colorado forests. I just think there's a lot of earthy tones. It just looks classy to me. I like it. I'm a big fan of that logo. I think everything that Denver has done as a new franchise has gone well. I think they're making a good team. They're creating the right hype. They're bringing back a star player that is from that area. The logo slaps. I want to see these jerseys. I haven't seen their jerseys yet. I don't know if they're out. They might be. But yeah, I like the logo. I think they nailed it.
Yeah, I think they nailed it as well. I think it's great.
Okay, final one. Seattle Reign FC.
Look, when I look at this logo, I think of when I play cards with my daughter, and I see, yeah, it looks like I'm playing like a deck of cards or something.
The queen card.
It's like the queen, yeah. So the queen of hearts or something like that. So
You can't see your eyes. It's creepy.
Yeah, I don't know. They could have done a little better there.
I mean, they're going to throw back to after the rebrand nightmare of OL Reign, right? They're going back to their roots.
Yeah, I'm gonna say meh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I like it. I think I'll put it at the end of I like it. I think I probably like it more than the. We'll go here.
There you go.
End of there, top of meh. So I mean, when we look at this and having our discussion about Orlando Pride logo earlier, we still rate it up there as one of the better logos in the league. Like it could be a lot worse. Don't get me wrong.
Right, it could be a lot worse.
Definitely. But like we said before, it's not just the logo. Maybe there's more there that I don't know. They're gonna potentially do a name change or what, or how they want to go about marketing the Orlando Pride differently. Does that involve a rebrand at all? What is it? What does that look like? But I think compared to the rest of the league, we're really it's not that bad a logo at all. I think it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, it could be.
So I think logos are hard. I think that's the thing. A lot of people just you love them or you hate them, and people have strong feelings about them. And I think it's hard to represent your city and your club and your team all in just a little badge. And everyone's got different feelings about them. And of course, these are just our opinions. We're not, no more than that. We're just trying to have a little fun and talk about what we like and don't like.
100%. Let's read some comments real quick. It says the Kurtz lion looks like he has rabies, says Julia.
It looks like a raccoon more than a lion.
Yeah,
it's
it looks like roadkill.
It's got a little Rocky Raccoon there.
Yeah, that was Paul. It says, why did they change the first one? Just like Houston, they ruined it. It says, good logo, better roster, build and make playoffs. Says,
Denver,
we got Black Swan, says Shinta. That's what they're gonna be with the way they build the roster, says Shinta. Balls FC was better. Balls FC. The Royal Lion and laughs out loud, says Shinta. Yeah, there you go. LOL says Sporty Mouse. There you go. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a fun little activity we did. We did today. I don't know if the club is thinking of rebranding the Pride logo, but I mean, I just think that the logo it means something. A lot of people say just see a fountain. It's an important fountain, man. It's the fountain of the city of Orlando, and it represents a lot of the core of the city beautiful. So I like it. I mean,
it'll be a big deal if they do change it, But we'll
if they change it, we'll talk about it, I'm sure.
Yeah. But of course, there's just not a lot of news going on right now. So when there's not a lot of news, we're gonna do something fun like this and kind of pivot and talk about some other stuff. But as we get closer to the season, hopefully we'll hear more. Maybe there'll be more transfer news. We'll definitely know more about how preseason's going, et cetera, as we approach opening day, Luis. About 5 or 6 weeks away now.
Yeah, so we're getting closer and closer. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer, and obviously, we want to thank you for your support as well. We're going to be definitely putting out a lot of content for the Pride this year as well. We're going to continue all of that. And I personally can't wait to just be back to watch a Pride game again. So I'm excited to see what kind of new kit they're going to get this season. So
for sure. Well, I want to thank everybody who is here today. We appreciate all of you. If you have not done so already, go ahead and subscribe to Loud and Proud Orlando. You can drop a like on the video. You should be following us on all the social media platforms. Anytime there's any Orlando Pride news, we'll make sure we get it out there to you guys. And as always, we appreciate you guys. And vamos, Pride.
have a good one, guys.
See you next.